Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Mog's Workshop. Where have I been all these weeks? I've been ill again and again and again. All kinds of plagues going around these days, aren't they? And I seem to get every single one. Anyway, on with the project. We are building this teeny tiny little cyberpunk apartment. Let's get started. What's first? Well, I'm feeling a little bit peckish, so why don't we make some food for our minuscule inhabitant of this place here? I take a couple of bits of styrene, a couple of little blobs of paint, and we've made a couple of, well, I don't know, little bits of cheese or something for these little plates here. We glue them on here and fix them in place. They really are very small indeed. And then we're going to add something, I don't know, some kind of relish on the side of the plate, a little bit of gravy or something. Gravy and cheese, that sounds revolting. Anyway, there we are, look at that. Tiny little things. And put the bottle caps on there, and here are some boxes. Again, just little bits of styrene, random bits of paint, and look, we've got some cans and some boxes of food here, and we'll put them all inside the tiny fridge. There you go, that should be enough, shouldn't it? Should see us through. Yes, there we go, excellent stuff. Right, what's next? Oh, we need a little bit more of detailing to our apartment walls. This is some rather jazzy blue wire here. I've been waiting to use this on something, so I'll use it right here. Some little connectory, pipey, wiry things, and I think it helps draw everything together on this side of the room and the other. Look at that, there you are. Aren't they quite jazzy and wonderful? And yes, I think they fit the aesthetic quite nicely. So, okay, that's the room looking pretty much done, although in two parts. Time to join this together. I have a little acrylic base here. I've drilled a hole in the center that's going to have all the wires and some standoffs there to hold our little wooden apartment floor. So what we do here, we put a little tiny dab of red paint on the bottom of all these standoffs. We're holding it on top of this here to mark the bottom, so then we can have the perfect registration to drill the holes and screw it in place. And there you are, nice and secure. Okay, electronics time. There, we can use our nice little jolly multimeter, set it to continuity, and just check that our circuit makes sense. Now, this little board that I'm using here enables us to repeat a connection. So there's our negative going in at the top there on that black wire, and it whizzes all the way down on that little line. So we've got lots of negative holes that we can use and put with our wire. Same with positive. There's our positive signal coming in on the red wire, and I've bridged it to create some more little buses down here. That's one there, and then all the way down, and I've bridged it there too. But what are the resistors for? Well, some of our lights and things, they don't want full power. There you go. If I measure it there, it comes at 46. And there we go, 46. There's a 47 ohm resistor there, and on this one, there's a 470 ohm resistor. So more or less what the little readout's telling us there. And that's so we can provide different power outputs for the different connections. And on the other side there, look, we can see the little bridges that I've done there, just making sure that we've got everything on one little neat circuit board. Excellent stuff. Let's get it hooked up. Yeah, and here it is. There's the food trinket, the power supply, and the board, all on little standoffs. Right, now is time to put the screens in on the walls. So we've created these little brackets earlier, and now we put them to full use. Tighten this up, and there's one, and here is the other one, our little window there. Lock it in place, and the little speaker as well for our little screen there, so we can play all our little atmospheric effects. Squeeze it in place with these little custom brackets, and there it is. Both screens in place. Really need to connect this to the rest of the floor, don't we? And we need super glue for that, our old favorite. Yes, that'll glue anything to anything, more or less. And here we are. So we're going to take this, and fingers crossed it'll all fit together. Let's try. I did. Wonderful stuff. A little bit of clamping necessary here to hold it in place, but now it is all secure. There's our little room, and there's our nest of hideous wiring. We need to sort that out, make that look a bit neater. Let's give it a go, shall we? Now, first thing I did is took some big styrene profile here, this little box section, created something here to sort of conduit the wires away, give them a little tunnel to go down so we can kind of put them in one place, kind of making plats out of our little wires there as we're making sure that they're all tucked away and behaving themselves neatly. There you go, that looks a lot better, doesn't it? Right, now to get to the underside. Oh, here it is. The wires are tucked through the bottom, through that central hole, and everything is where it needs to be, but we need to now solder it together. Oh dear, this was exciting, turning it upside down, making sure nothing fell off, and soldering it together. I made copious notes here so I knew which one wanted what resistor, but eventually it was all done and all neatened up. And here is a return to some model making. We've made some tiny little details for our little fellow here. And then let's put them in place and see what they do. A little box there with some papers, a little box with bits and bobbins, and a little horrible looking bin. Wonderful stuff. Okay, this apartment is really taking shape. Let's make a tiny chair. This is made out of an upturned plant pot, a little satellite dish, a little bit of styrene profile, one of those rubber feet you put on things to stop it whizzing around. There it is, look, you can put a little handle so you can adjust it. Fabulous, let's put it in place. Ah, there we go, look at that, put little stickers on it there to make it look a little bit more lived in and fun. And, oh, we're almost done. How about that? We found a little piece of material with a jaunty hot air balloon and we made a rug out of it on the floor. And it matches the colours as well. I think that is it. Our model is done and done again. What we need to do now is quickly tweak our little remote control because I've reprogrammed it, and that button on the middle left there, if you press that, all kinds of terrible things would happen, so we've blocked that off, and we've labeled all the others, so anyone can use it now to turn the volume up and down and change the little Atmos video outside the window. Oh, I wonder if all this is going to work, or it'll burst into flames. Let's find out, shall we? Sneak preview. Oh, there you go, I turned it on and it didn't actually blow my head off. It actually all worked. Full video coming soon, showing off the Cyberpunk apartment. See you soon!